times a year.
Rafael Dos Anjos said that you should stay at featherweight. What do you think of that comment?
I listed down, there's another man who has spoke my name in vain. And what happens is when you speak my name in vain, no matter how many years down the line, I'm like an elephant. I never forget. I'll come and get you. So, guess what, Rafael? I'm coming to get you too.
Conor, at the beginning of your career, when we spoke, you said that when you enter a fight, there is no opponent. You are fighting against yourself. This is arguably the biggest fight of your life. Do you still feel the same? Is there still no opponent? Are you fighting against yourself?
They're all the biggest fight. Every fight is the biggest fight in my life. The last fight was the biggest fight in my life. The amount of attention, the media attention they've got. If I lose, I'm a laughing stock. The fight before that was my first top 5 opponent. This is the one where he's going to get his mouth shut. This is the one where he's going to taste humble pie. First time in Vegas. This is his biggest fight. They're all as big as the last. This is no different now. This is the biggest fight. I find the pattern happens when I sign to fight someone. I look at their career, I look at their shots, I look at their approach to the game, I look at their mind frame. But as the fight draws closer, the face becomes blurred. It becomes blank. So the closer this contest comes, his face will be non-existent. I will not see any facial features on him. It will just be a blank face and a new body type, the same as it always is. And I will go into the contest cold, with no emotion, and I will find my way to victory.
And to you, Jose, in one of the embedded videos, you spoke about the fact that Conor always wore glasses, as though he was hiding behind those glasses. You've now been face to face. You've had the opportunity to look deep into those eyes. What do you see when you look at Conor in those eyes?
I said he's hiding behind glasses and embedded? Oh, he did? Okay, I was going to say.
Acho que isso eu já falei já, mas não vejo nada demais. Acho que isso, falei, sempre a gente se encara, não é a primeira vez que eu estou passando por isso, nem vai ser a última. Acho que a gente sempre procura olhar olho no olho, porque o olho diz tudo.
I don't have any emotion on that. Every time I just look at his face, I know that there's going to be another time, so I just look at his eyes.
Conor, another question from the back here. You talked about blazing a path for young Irish kids. Is this fight bigger for Ireland than when Kevin McBride fought Mike Tyson back in 2005? And would it be a bigger upset if you win?
Of course it is bigger. I believe that was towards the end of Tyson's career. This is different. We're in the prime. This is pure. This is unarmed combat. This is no limitation. This is 2 men in their prime. We have never been on this stage before. This is the true fight game. This is real fighting. As real as it gets is the UFC slogan. And Ireland has never been on this stage. We have never taken this stage over. We are known for our fighting abilities throughout history. We fight with everything we have. So now, here we are on the true fighting stage. And now we are going to take it over, which is what it should be. So it means everything to me, it means everything to my country, and that is why I will bring it home.
Dana. Joe Campbell from Global Sport in Colour. You mentioned the Mayweather fight and all the money involved. I just wondered your opinion on the possibility that UFC, MMA could one day spawn the highest paid sports person in the world.
Yeah, I always love when the big boxing fights happen because I always like to see what the ceiling is. But you know, we have a completely different model than boxing does. I mean, this is what we do every weekend. You know, so like I was saying earlier, these guys are going to do a $7 million gate. The John Jones fight before that will be 6.2, and this will do over $1 million. I think that one will do 850, and then we'll have Ronda will fight again, and the list goes on and on. We do this every weekend, You know, whether it's a free TV fight and we're going for ratings, or it's a you know, a pay-per-view fight. You know, we're doing those kind of numbers just differently.
And lastly, couldn't you squeeze Ronda on the plane? Would love to interview her.
I should have squeezed Ronda on the plane. She was dropping Triple H on his head last night. She was busy.
Conor, you're obviously spending an awful lot of time in the US these days. Is it becoming more and more difficult to be based out of Dublin? And do you inevitably, like a lot of British fighters, do you see your long-term future maybe based out of the US?
No, yeah. Honestly, I have the amount of different time zones I have been in the last few months. I don't even set my clock anymore. I just roll with it. There is no time. I live on planet Earth. That's what I've come to realize in this game. We are one place 1 minute, we are one place the next minute. We must adapt to our surroundings, we must adjust, and we must get on with it. But my home is Ireland, my home will always be Ireland. No matter where I am in the world, my team from Ireland will come with me. So if the fight is in a certain area, like for instance with this fight being on the West Coast, I feel maybe 8 weeks before I will move my whole team to the West Coast. I am in a position now where I can do that. I can bring everyone with me. But my team is my team. My team is Straight Blast Gym. My coach is John Kavanagh. My home is Dublin, Ireland. And that is it. Wherever I am on planet Earth, that will remain the same.
Dublin's obviously going to be chaos tomorrow and chaos for the next 14 weeks. Do you have plans to go over to Iceland again for that seclusion?
No, we are in discussions what way to work it. We might do half in Dublin, half on the West Coast. Our Icelandic brothers will come over to me this time, I feel. So we will see, but we are still figuring it out. We're still 15 weeks out, 14 weeks out from the fight. So it's looking like a piece in Dublin and a piece on the West Coast. That's what it's looking I'm doing.
Hi, question over here for Jose. Obviously you're no stranger to a title defence, but has the more intense lead up to this particular fight taught you anything new in terms of being a champion, and how will this affect you positively and negatively as the fight gets closer?
Chamo positivo. Para mim é sempre positivo. Eu procuro sempre tirar coisas boas.
To me, it's a positive. I always try to take something good out of them.
Porque cada vez que vai a repercussão aumentando, para mim, motiva bastante. Então eu fico muito motivado.
Every time I get even more motivated. Every time there's a repercussion, I get even more motivated.
E eu sei que assim vencendo vai vir só coisas boas.
And I know that when I win, there's only good things that are going to come out of that.
É isso que eu tiro de lição sempre.
This is what I take as a lesson always.
Take 2 more questions. Are there 2 more questions? Okay, I'm gonna square these guys off, but before I do, let me say this. For a country that's not supposed to be up to par on MMA, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the best press conference I've ever been a part of, and the most educated press conference I've ever been a part of. Thank you, England. I appreciate it.